Hello and welcome to Havas Kitchen. This recipe video is part of our Veganuary series. We've created this series to help you cook delicious vegan food with no fuss, easy to find ingredients. Each recipe is simple, healthy and should only take about 30 minutes to make. We tried a slightly different format to our usual comprehensive videos. We've tried to keep it short and sweet just to save you some time. Do let us know what you think. So this recipe is an absolute favourite of ours. Today we're going to show you our sweet potato and chickpea curry. Just before we get started, we'd be very grateful if you could like this video, subscribe to our channel and turn on the notifications so that you see all of our future videos. So looking at the ingredients list now, obviously you can see sweet potato, that's the main ingredient. That's going to give this curry some real substance. So do try and get hold of sort of 0.8 to 1 kilo of that. In terms of the spices, you could substitute those 4 spices there for just a tablespoon and a half of curry powder, and garam masala, any type of curry powder that you've got. The chickpeas there, that's a 400 gram tin. If you're using cooked chickpeas, sort of cooked from scratch, you're looking for about 250 grams. And for the spinach, I'm using frozen spinach today. So I'm using 2 of the sort of frozen balls of spinach that you get in the packets. So to get started, we need to chop all of the vegetables. So that's the onion, garlic, and the sweet potato. You can grate the ginger directly into the pot when we get started, so leave that for now. So starting with the onion, just needs to be sort of roughly chopped. As you can see, I'm dicing it. And for the garlic, this should be finely chopped, or again you could grate it. Now for the sweet potato, obviously that needs to be both peeled and chopped. So firstly, just peel the skin off. And when it comes to cutting, obviously start by just slicing off the ends. And then you just need to dice the potato. Try and make it sort of bite size, around 1 inch square. Obviously the bigger these chunks are, the longer they'll take to cook. And when we've got everything in the stock pot simmering away, that's essentially when we're cooking the sweet potato. So that process will take longer. So just keep those nice and small, as you can see here. So we're now ready to start frying. So you need to add the 2 tablespoons of oil to the pan, and then add the onions and the garlic. Save the sweet potato for now. You can also at this point grate the ginger straight into the stock pot. Give that all a good stir. You'll need to keep stirring throughout this process just so that nothing sticks to the bottom. We can then add the spices. So we've got the cumin, ground coriander, turmeric, and the crushed chilies. Give that another good stir, just to combine all the spices with the onions and garlic. And then you can add the sweet potato. Again, give it a stir, just to coat that sweet potato in all of the spices, the oil, and the juices from the veg. So once that's all combined, we can add the tins, starting with the chopped tomatoes and the coconut milk. Now it's a good idea to just stir those 2 together. That way you're sort of combining your sauce and you can start to bring it up to a simmer straight away. So you should have a nice thick creamy sauce from that. And then we can add the chickpeas. Once again, give those a stir. And at this point you just need to make sure that you've got enough liquid in your stock pot to fully submerge the sweet potato, because as I said before, this is where we actually start to boil the sweet potatoes. So if that's all good, you can cover it up and leave it to simmer for about 20 minutes. So that's been 20 minutes. Now there are a couple more ingredients to add, but just before we do, it's important to check the sweet potato just to make sure they're cooking properly. So in order to do that, just take a chunk of potato and then do the knife check. So just stick a knife into it, and if that piece falls off like this, then you can take it off the heat and start to add the remaining ingredients. So the sweet corn and the spinach. Just give that one final stir. You just want to make sure, especially if you're using frozen ingredients, just make sure that's fully submerged, and you can leave that to sit uncovered for a further 10 minutes or so. And just while that's finishing, you can prepare some rice. Now if you want to make your rice a little bit more interesting, you can add some spices. So here I'm adding turmeric, cinnamon and cumin. Just a teaspoon of each. Give those a good stir. And again, just leave those to boil for however long it says on your packet, which is usually about 10 or 15 minutes. So once your rice is ready, your curry will be ready as well. Just stir it a little bit just to release all of the steam. As you can see here, there's quite a lot of steam coming out. But other than that, that's ready to serve. It'll keep for 3 to 4 days in the fridge, and it also freezes well, so it's great for meal prep. So if you're having a go at Veganuary this year, be sure to try out this great recipe. We know you'll like it. If you do have a go, please leave any feedback in the comment section down below. Remember to like, subscribe and turn on notifications. And don't forget, you can always check out our website for any other recipes. Thanks very much for watching. Take care.